to all the women in the world, especially her. You know it don't even matter your age, don't even matter your color. Yo, fellas, I ain't forget about y'all. This is for everybody that like things. Just listen to what I'm saying and do it and take a chance. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put yours, then I put mine. Then we can dip down low and roll and grind. Just get on the floor like I said before. Y'all remember that down low? Just put a little dip with it. Now roll those hips with it. Pop it, push it, rock it, roll it. Can't control it, I come hold it. It's all in fun, so take a chance. Just get on the floor and do that dance, y'all. I know you like it, so don't try to fight it. Turn around, baby, let me see you from the back. Yeah, I like it like that. Get up now, roll those hips. Drop down, double up on those dips. Freak nasty, wanna see, can y'all do it right? I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put yours, then I put mine. Then we can dip down low and roll and grind. Back again with the second verse. It's all clean, so I'm not gonna curse. Dropping bass like a bad habit. Love all women, cause I gotta have it. Coming at y'all in stereo. I'm riding that thing like a rodeo. Hang on, baby, cause the ride is rough, and I got my girls in the front. Now and later, just bumping that rump. Raise it up, let me see that ground. Slap it, girl, make it jiggle around. Round and round that rump goes. Where it stop, yo, no one knows, yeah. Freak nasty, wanna see, can y'all do this right? I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put yours, then I put mine. Then we can dip down low and roll and grind.
Well, all right, y'all. All right, y'all. If you ain't dipping, you must be tripping. If you ain't doing it down low, gots to go. Gots to go. To the people that moving slow, just moving slow. Yo, DJ, pump it up some more.
It's off to the show in a limo. Before the show, I gotta get that dough. Pay them girls what they worth. Slip that money under that skirt. Take it off, baby, let me see. You might get a little more lip G-string, having oh so much fun. Playing it side between them buns. Shawty got it going on like Marvin. Teasing me and she know I'm starving. Lick you up, then lick you down. I ain't finished, girl, turn around. Lick you up and down your back, cause I'm that freak, I'm freaky like that. Freak nasty, wanna see, can y'all do this right? I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put yours, then I put mine. Then we can dip down low and roll and grind. I'm setting it off to another level. You digging freak nasty without a shovel? This is my world. I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut. So what's up, yo DJ? When the party's getting slow, join this jam and watch that flow get taken over like a 94. When I had the whole world getting down low. New Orleans born, ATL living. Freak nasty is what I'm giving. My juice is sweet like Georgia peaches. Women suck it up like leeches. It feels so good, you must admit you like this. Yeah, y'all know the song. So come on, won't you sing it? I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. You put your hand up on my hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip.
All right, Chad, how we doing tonight? How's everybody doing? Looks like we got a couple of super chats, 3 super chats yesterday. So we're going to go ahead and plow through them right now.
Have you heard of Jesus?
So Duke Tumwater for 5 says, what are your thoughts on the Taylor Swift AI porn controversy? It's pretty stupid. I think that they're the government's probably gonna use this as an excuse, or they're gonna try to crack down on AI porn, or AI, just AI in general, for better or worse. I mean, the government will still have access to it. Don't kid yourself. We're not gonna ban that shit, or not gonna make it go away, I should say. Just you're not gonna have access to it. I haven't even heard an actual statement from Taylor Swift that I'm aware of. I see articles saying she's privately mad, and I saw the White House say something. I mean, Is she the shadow puppet behind all of this? Is that... What is it like? What does it go like? The globalists, then the Jews, then the Satanists, then Taylor Swift up above it all with the puppet strings? Is that what it is? Yeah, I don't know if she's actually officially said something or if it's just everybody else saying stuff for her. I don't really know on that. But no, it's pretty stupid. It's an incredibly stupid thing to get upset about. Like, who gives a shit? You know. If she is genuinely upset about it, like everyone's saying she is, that's really stupid. Like, who cares? I don't know, Chad. I feel like if I was in Taylor Swift's position, where I'm critically and commercially highly successful in my field, and I have $1 billion, and you're dating a professional athlete, I don't feel like much things could piss me off at that point. I think I'd be a cheerful motherfucker in that position. But what do I know? Zach the Bong Ripper says, I hate Taylor Swift. She sucks. Well, but banned. Blocked. Report it. Zach the Bong Ripper also says, the can't sleep live stream. Yeah, I forget. Normal people are asleep right now or trying to get to sleep. Not me, Chad. I wouldn't even be done work today if this was a work day. I have about 45 minutes till it's time to leave work. Next super chat, because we did have 3 of them. Hopefully we'll get a ton more.
Have you heard of Jesus?
Duke of Tumwater wants more for 5. Says, what are your thoughts on the theory that Ron DeSantis is a closet homosexual, and how would it impact his political career if it were revealed to be the case? I haven't heard the theory or even a rumor that Ron is a closet homo. It certainly wouldn't shock me. The amount of social conservatives that are closet homos. Pretty fucking high. As for how it would impact his political career, I don't know, man. His political stock's pretty low right now. I've never seen that I can remember a more dramatic squandering of political capital than Ron DeSantis over the last year or so. So I don't know he could go much lower. But he's not in a good spot right now. So, as for whether or not he's a closet homo, like I said, I haven't seen any direct evidence of it, but sure as hell wouldn't shock me. And one more from Duke of Tumwater.
Have you heard of Jesus?
What are your thoughts on the theory that the people in charge are demonizing and trying to ban nicotine products while pushing THC in order to pacify and dumb down the population or the populace? I don't really think that's the case. I think that nicotine products getting more restricted is a direct result of a cultural shift. People don't approve of smoking culturally as much, and because most people are authoritarian shitheads, if they don't like it, they want to ban it. Conversely, more people are approving of weed, are not bothered by weed. So that's kind of why that's getting more legalized. Because make no mistake, the government dragging its feet big time on weed. Even Democrats. The government is way behind the people on whether or not weed should be legalized. As for nicotine getting more restricted, again, everything leans so fucking authoritarian lately. And most people don't fucking approve of smoking. And smoking is pretty fucking stupid. I know there's this, big push among the fringe right to be like, oh, the smoking's actually really good for you. Which it's retarded. It's not. Why do they ban smoking in public places? I don't know, man. Maybe you walking around surrounded by a cloud of poisonous, foul-smelling gas didn't exactly endear you to people. I'm glad they fucking banned smoking in public places. I wouldn't mind if they let douchebags fucking vape, because that at least doesn't fucking smell like like a fucking, like you farted out a chemical plant. I'm not even bothered by the smell of actual good tobacco. Like if somebody has like a cigar or a really fancy hand-rolled cigarette, I've never actually been bothered by that. But most smokers are drug addicts. Can we fucking admit this for a second? Worse even than your pothead. Most smokers are fucking drug addicts, okay? Because a pothead doesn't need to take 3 or 4 smoke breaks, like pot breaks in the middle of his fucking work shift. Most potheads are content to just do that shit on the weekend. You know, smokers got to go through a fucking pack a day. Smokers are the worst fucking drug addicts. Like, the only difference between a smoker and a crackhead sucking dick in the alley is that the crackhead has to suck dick in the alley to get it. Look at a motherfucker in prison and you'll see what they'll do for a cigarette. And what they smoke, the shitty gas station cigarettes, are mostly rat poison and formaldehyde anyways. Somebody says weed smoke is more obnoxious than... trust me, if pot smokers were smoking all the time in public like actual cigarette smokers do, I'd hate them just as much. But again, pot smokers, you know, they go in their basement on the weekend and they fucking smoke weed and they watch SpongeBob. They ain't hurt nobody. I got no fucking problem with them. Yeah, weed culture is pretty fucking obnoxious. But to me, weed is like skateboards. Like, I'm not into it, but I don't care if you are, as long as you don't make it your whole personality. And the guys that do are super fucking annoying. But yeah, smokers are the worst fucking drug addicts imaginable. I don't know of anybody that's more addicted to anything than smokers are. Again, potheads don't have to take 4 fucking pot breaks in a work shift. Potheads don't have to smoke pot literally everywhere they fucking go. Alright. So, you want to hear a song? You want to hear a great song? Oh boy, let's bring up a new song, shall we? It's a new rap song, chat. I think some of you know where we're going with this.
You can help save a baby's life for just $1.
Yeah, but I don't like babies. I'd rather just have the dollar. We're going to go ahead and block that ad so we can skip it early. And, all right. Forney says, "Please, Bechtloff, please don't play it. Please don't." What, Forney? Don't you want to own the libtards? We're gonna own the libtards tonight. Don't you want to own the libtards? So he says, "What did I miss?" You missed the fact that we're about to own the libtards. Libtard status is about to be owned. Okay. Let's get some Windows capture because we want to enjoy the music video as well as the music, don't we, chat? I think we do. Okay. It's gross. It's a lot to unpack. So, first off, Ben Shapiro's wearing, it's like Dare. It looks like the old Dare stuff from the 90s. Because what I think cool, I think the Dare program for the 90s. And it says, facts don't care about your feelings. I have some facts about the USS Liberty that don't care about your feelings, Ben. And Tom, I keep wanting to say Tom Bombadil. Tom McDonald here, who, by the way, has hog tattooed right below his mouth. He has a hoodie that says he doesn't care if he offends you, chat. From the Hangover Gang. Good morning, goddammit, no. Alright, let's hear this sick beat. Let's drop this sick beat.
They call me offensive, controversial. There's only two genders, boys and girls. They can't count.
He's not worried about if he offends you, chat. Man, I could go for one of his CRT. He's got a lot of CRT TVs, man. I got a good one, but I wouldn't mind having a spare. Tom, you want to share one of them CRT? Because I'm a retro gamer nerd. So, oh, look at this one. Look at this one. It looks like it's got the built-in VCR. Oh, those were the shit, man. I had one of those in high school. Built-in VCR and an FM radio in it, chat. Top of the line back then.
On my message, because I'm the biggest independent rapper in the whole freaking world. Claim that I'm racist, yeah.
I don't believe he is, no. I don't believe he's the biggest independent rapper in the whole world.
Alright, I'm not ashamed because...
What is that? It's not hog, it's H-U-S? Is that H-U-S under his fucking mouth there? Oh, hug. Yes, that's right, Chad. It's hug. He wants a hug. He looks like a hugger. Bring it in, Tom.
If every Caucasian's a bigot, I get...
What's this all about?
I guess every Muslim's a terrorist, every liberal is right. I don't want to talk to folks who don't get it. Go woke, go broke, no hope is pathetic. Pro-choice, pronouns, pro-love, you're progressive. But you ain't pro-gun, no wonder
I have not seen a grill since fucking W was in office. That's more of a throwback than those CRT TVs there, Tom.
protected. Where the American flags at? Remember when people would hang those? They've been taken down, they all been replaced with BLM flags or a rainbow.
You know what, Chad? It's a lot to think about, really. You don't see a lot of American flags anymore, do you?
This ain't money, cars and clothes. We ain't selling drugs, we ain't gonna overdose.
I've had the mispleasure of hearing a couple of Tom McDonald songs, and they literally all sound the same. Now, I know people that hate rap and say it all sounds the same. Yeah, I know if you don't like it, but like, you go through any rappers, like go through an album of theirs. Let's take Eminem, another white rapper. Like his first 3 albums. Those songs didn't all fucking just sound the same. And they certainly didn't all have the same fucking message. They weren't all about the same fucking thing. Like, you know, sometimes he talks about how much he hates his girlfriend. Sometimes he talks about how much he hates his mom. Sometimes, you know, he mixes it up a little bit.
We ain't pushing guns, ain't promoting stripper poles. We won't turn your sons into thugs or your daughters into hoes.
Yes, Tom, I know your rap is lame. You're not promoting stripper poles or guns. You don't want to turn our sons into thugs or our daughters into hoes. Well, Tom, might I suggest then you are in the wrong fucking genre of music. Be like a country singer, be like, look, I don't want to talk about trucks or cowboy stuff or going to the creek or the fishing hole or whatever the fuck they talk about. That's what that genre of music's supposed to be about. Somebody says, does Tom McDonald's dad talk to him like video? I get the feeling Tom McDonald's dad is not in the picture. If I had to guess,
I don't care if I offend you.
he doesn't care if he offends you, chat. He's badass.
I was put here to upset you. You can cry and you can scream.
See, this sounds like the Eminem songs of like 20 years ago, where it's like, I was sent, God sent me to piss the world off. Only the difference is Eminem actually pissed people off. Like, feminists were fucking mad, and like conservative Christian groups were fucking mad, and Tipper Gore was fucking mad, and a whole lot of fucking shitty people were mad about Eminem. But like, nobody's mad about you, Tom. Nobody is actually mad about Tom MacDonald. A lot of people are fucking laughing at you, calling you a fag. That's what you should have tattooed below your fucking mouth. I ask myself, what would Ben do? And now we see what all the TVs are for. He's got a fucking goon cave. he's beating off to Ben Shapiro. What would Ben do, chat? Probably a shill for Israel, I imagine. Try to sell you some birch gold. I ask myself, what would Ben do? By the way, also, and we're going to see Ben dropping his own sick rhymes here in a minute. But Ben Shapiro has very famously said for pretty much his whole adult life that he's been on record. And he has been on record for his whole adult life because at the age of 18, his daddy bought him a fucking column at WorldNet Daily. He has said that rap music isn't music. He thinks it's just degenerate garbage. Now, I happen to think he's wrong. I like rap music. Not this. But in general, I like rap music. But, like, what a sellout. What a sellout that you're like, yeah, I think this is just, completely devoid of any creative fucking merit, but I'm going to do it anyways because I've been saying some of the most unhinged genocidal horse shit for the last month, and even my fucking fan base is alienated, and I need to get something. Like, if you ever see me do a metal song or a country song, you know I've sold my soul. Because I hate that kind of music. Zach the Bong Ripper, when it comes to matters of bedroom intimacy, you definitely do wonder what would Ben do. He probably would attempt to fuck his wife's dry pussy through a hole in a sheet. I think that's what he would do in the bedroom. I just can't get over his goon cave fucking altar to Ben Shapiro. Oh, God.
Let's just keep it real facts. Don't care how you feel, man. If you want my pronouns, I'm the man. I'm the man who don't respect.
Let's look at the stats. I've got the facts. My money like Lizzo, my pockets are fat. Homie, I'm epic. Don't be a wap. Dog, it's a yarmulke. Homie, no cap. Look at the graphs. Look at my charts. You're blowing money on strippers and cars. You go into prison, I'm on television. Dog, no one knows who you are. Keep hating on me on the internet. My comment section all woke Karens. And I make racks off compound interest. Y'all live with your parents. Nikki, take some notes. I just did this for fun. All my people download this. Let's get a Billboard #1.
This ain't rap, this ain't money.
God. What do you even say about that? Zach the Bong Ripper says, Rhino neocons like Ben think in terms of marketing. Ben latches onto what he thinks will bring viewers and what is cool. You know, in all fairness, Ben might not even fucking hate rap so much as he just realizes his boomer audience does. This is What Did We Do, God. And should rap about Brooklyn tunnels. So he says, I guarantee you no one outside of the realms of YouTube know who this Eminem knockoff is. Good. I feel like if the general public knew about this, fucking Biden would be reelected for sure. God is dead, chat. God remains dead, and we have killed him. How should we comfort ourselves? The murderers of all murderers.
Causing clothes. We ain't selling drugs. We ain't gonna overdose. We ain't pushing
I feel like Tom McDonald is probably going to overdose at some point.
guns. Ain't promoting stripper poles. We won't turn your sons into thugs or your daughters into hoes. I don't care if I offend you. I was put here to upset you. You can cry and you can scream. You can riot in the streets.
Remember when he had Blair White on one of his videos? That was the hot chick dancing in one of his videos. Was Blair fucking White? A fake woman dancing in a fake rap video.
Defunded the police. Now there's no one to protect you. I hope I offend you. I ask myself what would Ben do? Let's just keep it real facts. Don't care how you feel, man. If you want my pronouns, I'm the man. I'm the man who don't respect you. You mad, you mad, you mad. I guess it's cool to be the victim. Well, I'ma be the man. You sad, you sad.
What is on the side of his? This what you want, conservatives? What is that? Hanalays? Like, would you hire this man for a job if you owned a business? He came in here. I mean, just stacking boxes at the dildo factory. Would you hire this motherfucker? I wouldn't.
You sad, you just try to get attention, being triggered's all you have. You mad, you mad, you mad. You blame everybody else for every problem that you can. You sad, you sad, you sad. I will never say I'm sorry, I ain't taking nothing back. I don't care if I offend you. I was put here to upset you. You can cry and you can scream. You can riot in the streets. You defunded the police.
Okay, well, I think we've had it. I think that's about enough. Man, this guy sucks. He's awful. It's terrible. Forty in the chat says Thomas McDonald, born September 21st, 1988, is a Canadian rapper, songwriter, and former professional wrestler. Tom McDonald's next rap song will feature Nikki Haley. When he says there's only 30 seconds left and now you say enough. Yeah, but it's just 30 seconds of him saying I don't care if I offend you over and over again. I know how the structures of really fucking poorly thought out rap songs go, okay? I don't think there's going to be a surprise at the end. I don't think he's going to suddenly ask Ben about the fucking USS Liberty or the fucking New York tunnels. She's going to suddenly turn to Ben and be like, so why were they dancing on 9/11? He says, this is like Kenan and Kel, where Kel sings 99 bottles of beer but decides to stop at 42 because he's bored. What can I tell you? I have very... You really want to watch the last 30 seconds? I just love the idea he's going to have Nikki Haley on next. Nikki Haley out there. Don't underestimate me. There's still many more states I can lose. Forney says, Ariana Thompson of Inc. described McDonald's as one of the most divisive persons hip hop's ever seen, and wrote that his right-wing fan base clings on to every word he utters. He ain't divisive, okay? I think most people fucking agree Tom McDonald sucks. You know who likes Tom McDonald? People that, let me put it this way, actually. You know who pretends to like Tom McDonald? Boomers that hate rap music. Because all Tom McDonald's songs is just like you fed a bunch of boomer Facebook memes into an algorithm. He just took your aunt's fucking conservative Facebook wall. He took the people that watch Blue Bloods on Saturday night, all right? He took those people's fucking Facebook memes and turned it into a shitty rap song. Nobody actually likes this. All right? Every Tom McDonald song has a bunch of comments of, I don't normally like rap music, but this guy, he's just really sharp. He knows what's up. Here's a damn Ben. First lady ballers, now this. The dissident right never ends. So she says, I wish Tom McDonald took stupid Minion memes for his rap music. That'll be the next thing. He'll come out in a Minion t-shirt. Then get sued by Universal or Illumination. Like, take that off. We don't want to be associated with you, Tom. Oh, my gosh. Well, that was fun, chat. That was really good. God. Oh, God, I'm getting all these recommendations for Tom McDonald now on the side there. Oh, God. He's so awful. 4.33 million subscribers. Jeez. Ugh. Imagine having to pretend like you like this. So it says, my parents watch Blue Bloods and they hate Trump. They vote Biden and complain about men in heels. Bit of a disconnect. That's a little weird. I don't know why they're voting for Biden. So he says, speaking of cultural crimes, have you seen the latest rip-off verse vids? I don't even know what that is. I feel like I probably don't want to know what that is, too. Forney says, all these quotes are posted from Wikipedia. He's notable enough to have a Wikipedia page. I mean, yeah, but that's not the highest fucking bar. Just because you have a Wikipedia page doesn't mean any people who aren't terminally online don't fucking that they know about you. Tom McDonald should go. Or McDonald, yeah, Tom McDonald should go on fucking Blue Bloods. That would be a match made in heaven. Is that show still on? God, that show sucks. That show is such shit. Look, I understand that, like, Law and Order is kind of bad in a lot of ways. You know, SBU devolved into a whole bunch of, like, LGBTQ LMNOP fucking propaganda. And the whole franchise started with Dick Wolf wanting to promote a whole bunch of fucking propaganda. It's all just like, fuck your like, the amount of times basic constitutional rights in those shows are referred to as technicalities. Like, they're just these, like, you having human rights, you having constitutional rights is this annoying thing that should be set aside because cops got to get the bad guys. Like, I understand that about Law and Order, all right? But Law and Order was still a pretty good show. Like, yeah, I get it. There's a lot of fucked up things Law and Order promotes, but whatever. Okay? Sometimes it's good to watch the bad guy get fucked, get it in the end, all right? Sometimes I want to watch Hang 'em High McCoy fucking make sure the murderer gets what's coming to him. Alright? And Criminal Intent's fucking great. Detective Gorin's one of the best fucking characters ever on TV. That actor's phenomenal. Vincent, however the fuck you pronounce his last name, great actor. Great show. Even the SVU was good in the beginning. I could put aside the fact that I have issues with the message and enjoy it for art. I'll say that about Law and Order. And that's a lot of things. A lot of things. I'm not somebody that has to have something I watch for entertainment stroke my fucking worldview. Give me a fucking mental masturbation. I'm not that kind of guy. I don't want to be that kind of guy. That's a bad thing to be. If anything, it's good to have your fucking your preconceived notions challenged. Art, you know, decent art should challenge you a little bit. All that said, Blue Bloods is dog shit. Okay? Because there's an art to Law and Order, at least at its high points. Blue Bloods is just propaganda. It's just designed for a very specific kind of person to enjoy. And if you aren't that very specific kind of person, you ain't going to get anything out of it. So he says the Rip-Off Verse channel is making fun of Eric July. Oh, yeah, okay. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I chatted with, well, my good friend Andrew Banner has chatted with that person on Twitter. Some. Yeah, they're pretty cool. That channel is pretty cool. The latest video I saw on that channel was like a bunch of celebrities, like puppets of celebrities saying like comics don't have to be good, they just have to ship on time. That's why you should buy the Eric July comic. Forney says there are plenty of old people who have, shall we say, retrograde views on social topics would vote Democrat out of hand. Yeah, there's a lot of people that vote Democrat that aren't in touch with the modern Democrat Party. You know, they vote Democrat because they were, you know, because they have an economic policy they got from like Billy Joel songs. You know what I mean? Like they're all about, they love their unions and shit like that. There's a lot of guys that do that, and they're, you know. But yeah, Blue Bloods is shit, man. God, it's so bad. So he said, Professor Geek made a review slamming Eric July's comic, the one he got Chuck Dixon right from. You know, I actually saw fucking Isom out in the wild recently. My local comic book store in Lancaster actually had the trade paperback. They had ordered a single copy of the trade paperback. I kind of want to talk to the owner at some point and say, what? Why? Because they don't follow internet stuff. So, like, what? How did they hear about it? You know what I mean? So he said, would you rather have Tom McDonald in your music rotation or consistent delivery of Isom? I would rather die. Like, I don't even mean that unironically. Like, I would just be like, this world has nothing left for me. Take me home now, Jesus. Forney says, I'm only familiar with Eric July insofar that he's a beef with Dick Masterson, which I'm only familiar with because I got around to watching Maddox 3-hour Bitch Fest video last week. Yeah, Maddox has, like, decided to go hard in on Dick Masterson again. Of all fucking things. Like, Dick Masterson finally moved on and forgot about you. And you were like, nope. I don't feel like he's beaten me up enough. Yeah, Isom looks like shit, though. If I still ran the comic book stand with my buddies, I would have bought that Isom trade paperback, just take it up, and just have us all, like, look through it and laugh and shit. And when we're done with it, I could shove it in a dollar bin where the fuck it belongs. But that's about it, man, because it's fucking horrendously bad. Like, imagine having to pretend to like that kind of shit. Someone says, why are they beefing anyways? Oh, what, Dick Masterson and Eric July? Because Dick Masterson just, like, noticed that Eric July farted out the world's most embarrassing comic book and decided to laugh at it. And then Eric July chimped out on him like he stepped on his Pumas in the club. So he says, Tom McDonald is just another grifter hack, cashing in on people who will gravitate towards him by making songs with lyrics he thinks is it. Yeah, you know, I don't even know if Tom McDonald believes half the shit he's rapping about. He may just be like, you know, remember Eric Cartman in that South Park episode where it's like, just make Christian music because it doesn't have to be good? So he says, I meant Dick and Maddox. Oh, that goes back years and years when they used to do that show together. Yeah, they used to do a show together, and it broke apart because Dick Masterson is an asshole and Maddox is a pussy. It was mostly Maddox at fault. Maddox just got mad that Dick Masterson got more popular on the show that Maddox invited him onto. Like, Maddox hasn't mattered at all since, like, W was in office. Let's be fucking real. The last time Maddox mattered was when you were, like, watching things on Newgrounds and fucking going to SeanBaby.com or Crack.com for your humor. So this is watched a video by a Catholic the other day who made the same kind of criticism of grifters, then concluded the answer was to take over the government and impose culture from the top down. Well, that is how trad Catholics think, after all. So he said, at least Dick Masterson can be funny. Dick can be pretty funny. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of him, but, like, yeah, Dick can be funny sometimes. I actually enjoyed watching his streams on Eric July a little while ago. That's right, chat. Isom owns the libs, and therefore it's good. Imagine living that way. Like, that's just how you approach art. That's how you approach life. Like, I'd want to put a bullet in my head. So he says, I watched one of Argent's recent vids about how people don't have moral agency. That was depressing. Well, okay. I don't know, man. Argent on Twitter the other day was going on about how, like, whatever the agency is that runs the lottery in Canada or Vancouver or wherever the fuck he lives up there, like the lottery, the state lottery from up there, it's the most evil organization in the world. I'm like, why? He goes, because their advertisement is really aggressive, and I wanted to like, but then I was just like, I like Argent. I don't fucking argue with him. What's the point? What's the point? You know, because gambling's a sin. I mean, granted, you know, it never says that anywhere in the fucking Bible, but it just is. People don't have moral agency. And why does God send people to hell? I don't know. Feels like he holds you responsible for your fucking actions. Who am I to argue with him? What? Christ had to die on the cross for pay for sins that aren't my fault? So he says, Arjun said once you should drive subversives from your nation or delete them, but it never it never dawned on him we did once, and that's why he's in Canada. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe if that's the standard, then I guess vote the Know Nothing Party. He says, though Maddox had an admittedly funny diss, saying I can literally make a Venn diagram of places my penis and dick's mouth. That is pretty funny. He says gambling should be restricted because it brings undesirables into the neighborhood. Scratch offs at the gas station don't rise to that level. Look, I'm not opposed to like some regulation of it. Like maybe you just have casinos in a certain area. I don't like fine. I'm not opposed to having the red light district in general in a certain section of town. But also, like, I go to the gas station, and there's fucking video slot machines at my fucking gas station. In conservative-ass PA. I know PA is kind of considered a blue state, but trust me, it's a lot more socially conservative than you'd fucking think here. Especially in my area. Especially in my fucking township. And I see the same fucking sad old fucking redneck ladies wasting their whole fucking day there every time I go in there. Probably the same boomers that would consider you, they would say you're wasting your life if you sit in front of an Xbox for 10 minutes, but that's a whole different topic. Like, yeah, the lottery can be pretty fucked up. People spending like $100 a week on scratch-offs are fucking retards. And they have a fucking addiction. And they should seek some help. Yeah, not a chemical addiction, but, you know, they should seek some fucking help. When he says, wait, Pennsylvania has slot machines. They're like video slot machines, but yeah. They're fucking lottery-ass run slot machines. But yeah, the people spending, like, look, you know the only lottery I have once in a while. And I don't even think of it that often, is why I don't do it more often. But like once in a while I'm at the gas station, I get a Mega Millions. I get a Powerball. I see the jackpot's up a huge, stupid amount. And I'm like, you know what? $2 for the possibility of, you know, me and everyone closest to me never has to work again. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah. Hell, the handful of times I try to quit soda, like just flat out quit it, because I'm in such a habit of like going into the gas station and grabbing, how much is this? I got one in the fucking trash because I'm fat. The 16-ounce cans. I like those. You know, I don't want the whole fucking 20-ounce bottle. But the 16-ounce cans, those are fine. Yeah. And they're like $1.90. So it's like 10 cents less than a fucking lottery ticket. So when I try to quit, I'm like, you know what? How about every time I feel like getting a soda, I buy a lottery ticket instead? Because fucking Pepsi's never going to give me $100 million. Like, yeah, the odds of the lottery doing that are pretty fucking low. But the odds of PepsiCo doing that is actually fucking 0. So, 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 When he said the only state where I've seen video poker machines at like gas stations is South Dakota, and it's bad. It should be illegal. The only gas station I've seen it in this area is the one right by my house, and it's a little independent thing run by a fucking Haji. It's the only one I've seen. Like the major chains, like Turkey Hill and Sheetz and shit like that, they don't have them. But this one does. And like I said, same fucking elderly redneck ladies wasting their day away there. So he says, I only got scratch-offs for Christmas and strangely have one every one. Typically $1 or $2, but once $20. When he says it's not widespread. No, it's not widespread. I've literally only seen it in that gas station. So it is legal, but it's not a wide... The big chains don't seem to do it. Because honestly, I don't think the big chains fucking want... bars probably have them, yes, but the big chains, the big gas station chains don't want you in there long, so... yeah, I'm sure bars have them. And there are casinos here in PA. Not many of them, but there are some. Like, I know one mall, I think York Galleria it was, one of the anchor stores that went tits up, they stuck a casino in there. I don't actually mind that. I mean, that's actually a pretty good way to save malls. The biggest problem malls have right now is that the fucking anchor stores are dying. The Sears is basically dead. There's like 3 of them left in Florida. You know, JCPenney's is dying. Fucking Bon-Ton, Kohl's, all them, they're dying. So yeah, I mean, like, malls can probably be saved at least for a while if you find decent things to put in the anchor stores. You know, Bass Pro Shop, 2nd and Charles. Round 1 fucking arcade went in where the Sears is, at my local mall, and it's busy as hell all the time. When he says lotteries, the only state that don't have them are Nevada, Utah, Alaska, Hawaii, and Alabama. Alabama and Utah don't have them because of the religious lobby. Nevada doesn't have it because of the casino lobby. Alaska, I imagine, just doesn't have it because there's like 9 people that live in that fucking state. What's the point? It's weird though, like, aren't some of these lotteries like federal? Like the Powerball's a nationwide thing. So how is it like, I guess all the state lottery commissions work together on it or something? Because, like, Powerball's a national thing, so doesn't it have to be a federal one? I don't know. I don't exactly know how it works. I don't understand the religious people that argue against it. Like, yeah, it's bad, and in excess it's a vice, but what the fuck isn't? Like, there's way more of a public health argument to be made for banning fucking corn syrup than gambling, or weed, or prostitution, or porn, or any of those. And I'm not even for doing that, but there's more of an argument to be made for it. Like I said, I'm not even a guy that plays it. You know, I've maybe bought 24 lottery tickets my whole fucking life. You know, in my 20 plus years of adulthood, I've maybe bought 24 of them. Ever. Again, you know, once in a while I see the Powerball's really big, I grab 1 or 2 tickets. Since this goes to show how much people hate their mediocre jobs, so much they're hoping to win the lottery so they can retire by the time they reach 30. I mean, it would be fucking rad to win the lottery. Let's not kid yourself. Like, what? usually when somebody wins the Powerball, it's up to at least 100 million. So let's assume I win 100 million with the fucking lottery, right? Now after taxes and taking it all in one lump sum and all that other shit, you're looking at about half. So let's say I walk away a cool 50 million. 50 million fucking dollars sitting in my fucking bank account. Taxes done, free and clear, that's all mine. Okay, well I pay off this house, I pay off my car. First things I do, because those are the debts I have, right? I mean, it's technically my dad's house, but it's my house too. You know? I gave him the fucking down payment for it. It's my house too. You know? Get the house paid off, get the car paid off. Boom, right there. So I got no debts. I have no bills now other than just, utilities and fucking streaming the internet. Like, good God, I could just go up to like my closest friends. All the people that are with me at the fucking, Christmas Eve dinner. Here's 2-3 million apiece. I'm still not. I'm at a little, almost 40 million still. Like, yeah, that would be fucking rad. So we said, congrats. Well, I'm not winning the lottery. It's not going to fucking happen. But it's fun to think about. So he says if Pennsylvania starts lottery and people in New Jersey, Delaware, Ohio start going to PA stores. Yeah, it's just weird because I'm not sure how, like, again, Powerball and Mega Millions, for example, are nationwide things. So I'm just not sure who is in charge of it, essentially. He says, if I won the lottery, I wouldn't tell anyone. I wouldn't tell many people. Trust me on that. Again, there's some people I'd be handing large sums of money to, because I want them taken care of too. Other than that, like, nah. Like, I wouldn't buy a big mansion or nah. I'd probably spend the first month or two just traveling the country. But even that, it's like I'm not flying. I'm not doing it first. I'm like, hopping in my car. I'm driving in a direction until I don't feel like driving anymore and then grabbing a hotel room. Rinse and repeat. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm simple folk, man. I could have 50 million in the bank and I'd still be walking around in my fucking jeans and t-shirt. I'm not all about that flashy shit. I'm not trying to convince the world how cool I am. Like, I could think of some people I've known who, if they won the lottery, they would waste it all in a heartbeat because it would be desperately trying to, to swing their big financial dick around all the time. That's, I don't have any interest in that. So the only thing sucking about the Powerball is people might try and kidnap your kid relatives. Well, I don't have many relatives, so whatever. What are you going to do? I kidnapped your third cousin you've never met. Well, that's unfortunate for them, I guess. I only play these huge Powerball and Mega Millions. Yeah, that's all I ever do. I don't have any interest in, like, I've gotten scratch offs for like Christmas or something before, but I don't think I've ever bought one myself. Like, whatever. If I want to buy a lottery ticket, I want it to be something that, if I win, changes my fucking life. You know what I mean? Well, I think we're probably gonna wrap this up because, I just mostly wanted to shit on Ben Shapiro's rap song. And I'm not getting any super chats, and I'm a whore. If any of you win the lottery, at least throw a couple grand over at your favorite Bulbasaur. She said I pay Super Chat's Air July's window if I won the lottery. I would just have billboards in Air July's town. Just be like, this guy's a homo. Fuck yeah, man. Get the fuck out of my hobby, you talentless fucking grifter. Alright, chat. That's about it for tonight. I want to thank you all for listening.